So it's been raining the last couple days. I've just been walking up the tracks, trying to find a sort of dry place to lay down for the day and rest, but haven't really eaten anything for over 24 hours, and before that it was just a pack of crackers and, you know, it was some power bars for 3 days before that. But now I'm ready to eat these beans, and I want to try to avoid ruining my knife trying to open this can because I don't have a can opener. And I'm gonna try to do something that I know it works. When I used to teach urban survival classes, this is something we used to teach, and I know it works on cement, and we'll see if it will work. There's this piece of granite coming out next to this tree here, and we'll see if it works here. I may, if it's taken a long time, I may stop the camera because due to the weather, it's really hard getting this solar charger here to keep the camera's battery very much charged. So it could cut out. But the trick is we're going to put it down at the top on the rock and rub. Yeah, I see something happening there. I'll be right back. Alright. I ground it down. You can see right there on the stone I lost some sauce, but that gray stuff underneath is all the metal that was worn off. Hold on, let me open it. And there we go. Just rubbed it on the stone. You can see there I lost a little sauce on the stone, and all that gray metallic looking stuff is the part of the can that I wore off with the rock. And you just wear an edge. You wear an edge there, and it's the whole top of the can pops right off. But now we're gonna eat a cold can of beans in the rain because it's really wet, and it's been many years since I've started a friction fire, and I've actually, because of the survival school and everything, I've been spending most of my time in the office and not so much time in the field the last couple years, so it's been a little while. So soon when we get farther up the tracks and I know it's a little bit safer and I'm not too worried about people smelling our fire, we'll get a fire going. It's gonna start getting cold as we get closer to Canada. We're gonna definitely need a fire. It would have been nice if I had something. I couldn't find any fire starters of any kind, and to be perfectly honest, I went through the city and only found one lighter the entire time and didn't even make it out of the city by the time that ran out. I do have that lighter put away too, so maybe we can do something with the lighter and try to start a fire with the little flint that's in there. We'll see. I'm gonna try to get some rest. Well, finally happened. Day 117. The jar we've been using to boil our water and cook our rice in every day for the last, at least 70 days, has cracked. I pulled it off the flame too fast and it cracked the glass. Well, so we're back to not having a cooking container. If we could just find a house that has some dishes in it, man, wouldn't that change the situation? It's just so secluded out here. We haven't seen a single house. You know, we haven't seen a single house since that cabin we found just outside the city there. We found the rice in. Remember that? Alright, day 40. Journal entry number 40. Been walking, it's been raining the last couple days, just still heading up the tracks here, and First full day of sun, got a good full charge on the battery. I figured I'd take this thing out, and right up here, it's pretty much the first building or any sign of human habitation that I've seen probably in the last 2 or 3 days. So I figured I'd take you guys along for a little peek, see what we can find for supplies in here. The building has quite a bit of a lean on it, so I don't know how safe it is, so I'm going to try to get in there and get out pretty quick. Yeah, I don't know. There's some signs here kind of saying that people have been here sometime not too long ago, but it looks like it's been a little while since anybody's been in here. Could stay in here for a couple days maybe, but the building's just leaning too much for it to really be safe. Not much in here. There's a couple books. Maybe there's something. Well, that we can definitely use. Mason jar. We can use that to boil water or distill clean water and do some cooking. Oh, that's strange. It's actually spotless clean. Not any dust or anything, so someone must have been in here recently. Hopefully, deal with them. Oh shit. What's that sound? That's the first time I've heard an engine in probably over a week since I've left the city. I haven't had a running vehicle. Crap, it sounds like it's coming up here. I have to hide in this cupboard here. Oh man, it barely fit. Willie, where's my spit cup? Willie, where's my spit cup? I just cleaned it and put it here on the counter. Well, Jesus, Carl, I don't know where your spit cup is. You always ask me where that damn spit cup is. I don't know nothing about it. I ain't touch it. I know better than that. Well, I just put it here on the counter after cleaning it out. So you must have moved. There ain't no one else here. Well, Carl, calm down now. I didn't touch it. I had nothing to do with it. Well, Carl, put that axe down. Ah! Okay, Jesus. Alright, I can't believe I made it out of there alive. See, it's like people, I haven't seen one zom in the last 3 days, and that's the first person I've seen in probably 7 days since we've hit the tracks. I didn't see them, actually. I was in the cabinet, but that was just crazy. As soon as that Carl fella started assaulting Willie, I guess, I just wanted to jump out of that cabinet and run as hard and fast as I could. But I was thinking how I wish I didn't leave the shotgun with the backpack hidden in the bushes up the railroad tracks. But as soon as he was done assaulting Willie, he jumped back on whatever it was, sounded like a go-kart or maybe a moped or something, and took back off down the road. I hit the camera as soon as he started assaulting the fella because I thought I was going to run. I was just going to run as fast as I could. But the reason why I didn't is because in the cabinet with me was this. A 25-pound bag of rice, jasmine rice. There's no way I could run with this. It's so heavy, and there's no way I was leaving it behind. It is opened. It feels like there's at least 20 pounds of rice in here, and 20 pounds of rice is food for at least a couple months. If I ration it out right, I might be able to go 3 or 4 months with 20 pounds of rice. I got the mason jar, which, yeah, it's pretty gross. I guess this is what that Carl guy was using as his spit jar. It did smell a little minty, but he must have ransacked a convenience store or something because the guys had a bunch of supplies. And on my way out, there was no way I was going to leave this behind. The guy's axe. I figured in woods like this, and once we get further up into Canada, we're going to definitely need an axe like this. Carl guy left it buried in Willie's head, so I just pulled it off of him. Cleaned it up a little bit, and there you go. At least we have an axe now, and that'll help a lot, so it's not just the knife. Yeah, I mean, I saw a lot of that in the city too on my way out. It's like people just aren't acting how they used to. They're just not acting right. Ever since the outbreak, these people have just kind of lost their mind. It's every man for himself. And we know when it comes to survival, that's all people are thinking about. And even me, you know, I wasn't going to leave without these supplies, because at this point, supplies like this can really mean a difference in your survival. I'm going to have to stay off the tracks. I'll probably stay off the tracks for at least a week, and we'll just walk alongside them in the woods. Just in case. We don't want to bump into this Carl guy. He's obviously a very dangerous fellow. He had no problem slaughtering whoever that was that he was with, whether it be a friend or just a fellow traveler. So he's really gonna have no problem taking care of me if he finds me with his axe, his spit cup, and his 20 pounds of rice. So we'll just stay off the tracks for the next couple days. I ate a handful of the rice raw already because I'm starving. I haven't eaten anything since that can of beans a couple days ago. But I'm going to find a place. We'll fill up the Nalgene bottle with some water, and we'll put some rice in that with it and just let it set. And after a day of it sitting, it should soften up enough to be a pretty good meal. We'll do that the next couple days until I can figure out. I'll gather some good wood here, and then once I think we're far enough away from where this Carl fella might be, we'll try to start a friction fire and cook some of the rice. But boy, wasn't that worth it. Sure was scary. I didn't know we were going to make it out alive. All I could think of is, man, I wish I had my shotgun on me and I didn't leave it out there. But who knows, the guy probably had a gun on himself too, and I